North Korea's claim it tested a hydrogen bomb brought swift condemnation from around the world.
This act is profoundly destabilizing for regional security.
North Korea's nuclear test is a serious threat to our nation's security and absolutely cannot be tolerated.
Even China, North Korea's neighbor and closest ally, quickly denounced the test. After downplaying the nuclear threat for years, growing concern in Beijing over the program under North Korea's erratic and unpredictable leader. U.S. officials hope North Korea's largest benefactor will finally put the squeeze on Kim Jong-un and wants the UN Security Council to impose tough new sanctions.
What we do want to see is a strong international response to this latest provocation and unanimity in the international community about raising the stakes further on the regime.
But decades of sanctions have failed to curb the nuclear ambitions of 3 generations of North Korean leaders. President Clinton's 1994 agreed framework backfired and gave the North diplomatic cover to build a nuclear weapon. President Bush came close to a deal where Pyongyang would trade its nukes for aid and a peace treaty, but it didn't happen. President Obama came to office promising not to overreact to North Korea's nuclear antics, continuing sanctions until Pyongyang agreed to negotiate an end to its program. Instead, the U.S. focused on a nuclear deal with Iran, a more willing partner. In April, Iran agreed to robust curbs on its program. Meanwhile, 3 of North Korea's 4 nuclear tests have been launched since Obama took office. Critics label Obama's so-called strategic patience a recipe for diplomatic failure.
Some new diplomatic policy options need to be put on the table. And my view is that a deal like Iran, similar, like we had before in the Bush administration, in exchange for food, fuel, lifting of some sanctions, they curb their nuclear weapons.
But U.S. officials say the North Korean regime has shown no sign it is ready to talk. And that's why, Wolf, it's unclear what it would take to bring them to the table. For starters, the North has demanded to be officially recognized as a nuclear state. Today, the White House and State Department reaffirmed they will not and do not accept North Korea as a nuclear power, Wolf.